And Slaw says an increase in sales can also mean an increase in jobs, one in particular being for kids, and that's playing. Oscar Meyer says that more people have been to outer space than actually driven the Wienermobile. I tried, but they wouldn't give me the keys. I guess I wasn't that big enough of a hot dog. It doesn't matter your age, race, or gender. Addiction could grab anyone at any time, making it difficult for those addicted to break away. Thanks, Brandy. At the last Township Board meeting, there was talks of leap dues, staffing, and more township vehicles. However, the main concern for the board was including same-sex benefits into the budget. Conklin said they will need to come back for a couple weeks in April in order to complete restoration. However, they won't need to completely close the road in order to get the job done. The procession led them here to the Walmart off Wood Street near Eastwood Town Center. Once they arrived, each child received $100 to spend on their Christmas wish list. And Deputy Chief Gentry says he sees people out here on the water using cell phones as distress signals. Instead, because of loss of signal, he says you should use 3 things, and those are air horns, flares, and smoke. According to Minicucci, the single best protection from getting the flu is to have your flu shot. However, there are other ways to prevent yourself from getting the flu that are as simple as washing your hands. Prosecuting attorney John DeWayne took every opportunity to shake up McCown in the courtroom that he possibly could, which caused McCown to break down more than once. DeWayne even went as far as to dangle the knife McCown used to kill Singler right near his face.
You tell me you don't know a knife can kill somebody?
Along with the knife, DeWayne brought up a tweet that McCown sent out the morning of the incident.
This time of the night is when phone calls and texts are regretted in the morning. Yes, I remember tweeting that.
A lot of evidence in this case links back to technology. In addition to the tweet, text messages between McCown and Singler were brought forward. DeWayne called McCown out for initiating the threats through his messages, which all led up to the fatal fight.
And you'd agree with me, before you threatened Andrew, he never threatened you at all in this text. There's not one threatening text to you, is there? No.
McCown said he drove to Singler's apartment in hopes of making up, but he didn't know what would happen, so he grabbed his pocket knife out of the middle console. McCown said Singler repeatedly threw punches at him, which forced him to pull out his knife.
Couldn't push him off, couldn't run down the stairs. It happened so fast.
It may have all happened so fast, but DeWayne made McCown slowly reflect on the series of events that took place that morning.
You just stabbed your best friend, a guy you thought was your brother.
DeWayne also showed a video where McCown replied with a quick okay after he was told by police he had been arrested for homicide. In addition to the video, DeWayne played the phone call between McCown and his mother, where she told him Singler had passed on. McCown said it may have not appeared so on the phone call, but he was both devastated and in shock. In Lansing, Amanda Chednicki, Home TV. Many children wake up Christmas morning to find presents under the tree, and others aren't always as fortunate. The Meridian Township Police Department teamed up with the rest of Ingham County for the 9th annual Shop with a Cop event to give 100 children a merrier Christmas.
The officers help them shop and pick out gifts for themselves and their families and anybody they want to purchase gifts for.
Before the big shopping spree, officers met at Plymouth Congregational Church to get paired up with their child.
I'm a mother of 4, and I just think it's so kind for the officers to come out and represent, their counties and take the time. You see the cops, the officers holding the kids by their hand.
After introductions and some juice and donuts, officers and the children departed in patrol cars. The procession led them here to the Walmart off Wood Street near Eastwood Town Center. Once they arrived, each child received $100 to spend on their Christmas wish list. Officers assisted their child with selecting gifts and were responsible for keeping track of how much money they spent.
As they tell us in the beginning parts of this occasion, this is, for most of them, the only Christmas that they're going to be able to experience. So it's just nice to walk around with them and, allow that to happen.
After the gifts were purchased, the children saw Santa and were provided a meal from the Subway inside of Walmart.
Alan, the young man I was with today, is 6 years old, and he was so excited to come. And he was really excited to get some things for himself, but also he wanted something for his sister and his mom and his father. So he was really a bundle of joy and a lot of energy.
While the children were eating, volunteers were behind the scenes, furiously wrapping all the children's gifts, so they were ready to go home with them. In Lansing, Amanda Chudnicki, Home TV. Those who live on Cornell Road have heard a lot of this. And others who have passed by Cornell Road have seen a lot of these. The noise and signs aren't going to be around much longer though, because the Cornell Road project is almost complete.
So it was long overdue. It was one of the worst through local roads in the township. One of our worst roads in the county, period, and it was time to do it.
Bill Conklin, Managing Director of the Ingham County Road Department, said the project would have been completed on November 21st, but bad storms set them back.
But we're back on the project from having sent our people out to clean up trees and such that blew down during the storm.
The road has been paved and marked, and shouldering has been completed as well. However, there is still some work left to do.
And for the next several days, we're going to be doing some backfilling behind the gutters and low shoulder areas and other low areas to eliminate any drop-offs off the edge of the new pavement.
Conklin said they expect to have the project done to the point that they can for this construction season by Wednesday, November 27th, right before Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, I've had several residents express happiness with the project and gratitude that it's done.
Because we generally have pretty good road service around here. I believe they've done a pretty good job. And it'll be nice to see all the little signs that say Cornell Road closed coming down.
Although the signs will be coming down soon, Conklin said this isn't the end of working on Cornell Road. Conklin said they will need to come back for a couple weeks in April in order to complete restoration. However, they won't need to completely close the road in order to get the job done. Limited work areas on Cornell will be under flat control this April. In Meridian Township, Amanda Chudnicki, Home TV.